been getting money, I ain't new to this. Miss one, catch one, I ain't new to fish. But if he throwing that broad, and I get hooked, then you doing your job.
Alright, so on our list of highly anticipated albums, we finally gotten viral rapper Lil Nas X's first studio album, Montero. And to celebrate another special occasion, we have to be able to fit the occasion perfectly. Oh, editor! Can I have a cowboy hat, please? You couldn't find a better one, though? This is much better. Now run along back to your basement, editor. Your job is done. But the Old Town Road rapper has returned from his previous EP with this mixture of country and trap music to help secure a strong rebound within the music industry. And with big name features such as Jack Harlow and Doja Cat accompanying him on this project, he's definitely willing to reintroduce himself as a legit singer and rapper instead of just being known as the viral rapper from 2019. Starting off with a previously released single, Montero, we're introduced to his self-titled album with a guitar-heavy track that shows that Lil Nas X has somewhat of a style within his music that's meant to be guitar-heavy, really capitalizing off his previous hit single, and only elevating beyond his older sound to be able to use popular elements such as heavy 808s and trumpets to keep people entertained. But then we also have tracks that switch to vibes, such as the song That's What I Want, that's more like a guitar-heavy pop track, that while it isn't my full cup of tea, I could see why people would like it because it's catchy and fast-paced enough for people to move their heads to. But for the most part, this album really does have the right elements for me to enjoy, and I can see him progressing even higher than this in the long run. Even with the lows that are shown on this project, they're not really that low, mainly just being these boring pop elements that don't really speak too much to me, personally. But it's as if there's something different when he's hopping on a trap beat to sing a hype chorus, because when mixing that deep bass with either the guitar or hi-hats, it's like he's riding his own wave right now. But as for the production, as I've stated before, the tone switches a lot throughout this album, with a mix of trap beats and more pop-oriented instrumentals roaming throughout, but then going towards the end of the album, he then has some more slower and rhythmic songs such as Sun Goes Down and Void that gives this more chill vibe that I feel perfectly accompanies his singing. But when going back to the beginning, there's also his previously released single Industry Baby that was produced by Kanye West, that is his trumpet heavy and deep bass beat that just sounds like something Kanye would do. In a way, it's as if Lil Nas X has honed some sort of style, but at the same time with the mixture of beats, it seems as if he still is trying to find a signature, which is why I still say he has a long way to go. But as for the features, they were pretty fun to listen to for the most part. Meg Thee Stallion and Doja Cat I feel stood out the most to me with their rapping styles that can easily float over any beat. Elton John was also featured, but he didn't have a verse, as far as I'm believing he was only on the piano, which is still appreciated. Overall, this album was pretty solid, especially for this being his first studio album. And with all the attention that he gets from younger, much more impressionable audiences, people would definitely find ways to appreciate this even more than I would. While he doesn't seem to do as much rapping as his title gives him, he said makes up for it with his singing on these catchy choruses, and I would say work even more when he has a feature on the track as well. So to put this on the scale, I'm giving this a solid 6 out of 10, mainly because while I do appreciate some of the elements that he has within this album, some of the songs do seem a bit boring and don't have much appeal in comparison to what I've heard before, but in due time he'll improve to something much more unique once he finds a stronger signature style. But how do you guys feel about Lil Nas X's first album? Do you think that he can get any better than this? Will I be invited to his next baby shower? No. Let me know down in the comments while liking and subscribing. Make sure to follow my IG and Twitter. And if you like the illustrations used in this video, make sure to follow the artist as well because she's dope. And on that note, I'll see you on Monday for another discussion video, or maybe a movie review. Peace.
Please pass the egg salad. Fraggle, Fraggle! Ah! Somebody help me!